In the meantime, the United States on the other side of the globe was set on combating communism at all costs. It began an anti-communism war on the Korean peninsula. It also began to focus its attention on Tibet. Although officials of the Truman administration knew that Chinese sovereignty over Tibet couldn't be immediately averted, they urged the American government to take prompt actions in laying the foundation for Tibet's separation from the Chinese central government. On December 30th, 1950, the U.S. State Department sent a memoir to the British ambassador to the U.S., expressing clearly the change of policies by the Truman government towards the status of Tibet. The chapter governor, Kalong Napad Nawan Jigme, was appointed by the Dalai Lama as the chief plenipotentiary. The other four representatives were Kemi Sonamwandu, Thupten Denda, Thupten Lagmon, and Samton Zing Dondap. Both of the negotiating sides laid out their drafts. On all important issues, the two sides eventually resolved their differences. These included driving the imperial invasion forces out of Tibet, the entry of PLA for military defense, Tibet's racial and regional autonomy, the unchanged political system of Tibet, and the authority of the Dalai Lama and the Panchen Lama, and the guarantee of religious freedom. The signing of the 17 agreements resolved many problems between the Chinese central government and the local Tibetan government. The status of Tibet became clear and stable. Ever eager to stir trouble in the People's Republic of China, the Truman government was concerned. Between March and August of 1951, the American ambassador to India, Henderson, sent at least 3 letters and even more messages to the Dalai Lama to persuade him to deny the 17 agreements, go into exile, and organize resistance movements. The American government offered financial support and even military aid. In case the letters would fall into the hands of others and embarrass the U.S., none of the letters was dated, addressed, or signed. Meanwhile, a British reporter was convinced that he had seen American military supplies shipped into Tibet. This temple, constructed on a little hill in the Yadang Valley, was the quarters for the Dalai Lama. It was also a place for meetings where the senior monks debated whether the Dalai Lama should go into exile or return to Lhasa. Most of the officials did not want to leave Tibet, nor did they believe in foreign aid. A senior monk even said, "I have lived abroad. I know how hard it is when there's no one willing to help you." The American letters did not persuade the Dalai Lama. He decided to return to Lhasa and ordered Da Xiaokang's son to greet the representative from the central government, Mr. Zhang Jingwu, at Fort Kalong. Mr. Zhang Jingwu was going to Yadang via India to meet the Dalai Lama.
原来确定呢是到亚东，给他带了很多礼物，这个在亚东送给他。这个协议内容呢，给他讲，还带了一个协议的副本，因为还有毛主席的亲笔信。准备送给他以后呢，张景武同志呢就从那国外还是原来去那个路线回来。
Today, the monks in Dangkar Temple are all happy to take people to that important room, where the Dalai Lama first met central government's representative.